So, what's your name?
I'm Tim Pettit. I'm the product manager for the Pre.
Okay, and what can you tell us about this new device?
So the Pre was designed, we wanted something very organic with it. It's actually shaped, it's rounded, we actually shaped it like a river stone. From a hardware perspective, just on the device, we have volume buttons on the side. On the top, we have a 3.5mm headset jack, so you can use any headset jack you would like. There's no adapters needed. We have a ringer switch that we have on all our trios to turn on and off the phone, and we have a power button that will turn on and off the screen, and also will go to flight mode or turn the device off completely. On this side, we actually have a micro USB connector, and this acts as a flash drive. Okay. So it acts as a flash drive, so I just plug it into any computer. It opens up as a file system on the computer, so you actually can just transfer all your files. No sync software, no nothing needed on it.
Okay.
On the back of the device, we have a 3-megapixel camera with an LED. The camera has, the technology we focused on with the camera is, we have extended depth of field technology so that it automatically balances your white balance, and it also goes through and does autofocus. So you don't need, it does very fast pictures and gives you a high quality. In addition, we have a speakerphone that actually for multimedia or for just working on the phone.
Okay.
And we have a removable battery underneath the cover, so you can actually swap the battery out if you need to. The other major hardware feature, we have a sliding keyboard. So we have a full QWERTY keyboard you can type with. And the way we built it is it allows you, we have a curved slider so it actually fits nicely against your head. So it's not blocky and not really going through it, but it's something more natural. In terms of the main part of the screen, the entire screen is a touch screen. So from the very top up here down to the bottom. And it's made up really four main sections. You have a indicator section on the top where we'll tell you what carrier you're on, the time, any radios that are running. You have the main display, which is where you're going to be doing all your work, accessing your applications, really the main focus that you're going to be on. Later on as we go through it, there's a notification. I'll actually cheat and put a notification there for you. And I'll just minimize it. See if my notification's working today. Trying to do something tricky, it'll come up in a minute.
Okay, no problem.
So there's a notification bar that will come in as notifications occur. And the bottom, this is the main area, is our gesture area. This is where I'll walk through gestures of how to navigate the device. But this is actually a touchscreen area, so you can make gestures, movements on the device to actually make the device function. Really, we try to keep it very plain. We only have one button on the front of the screen, and this is really to go back, an action button. And if you've used Palm before and used any of our Trio products, we use all the way going back to the Palm Pilot, we've had 4 buttons for actually using applications. On the Pre, we actually made these part of the screen. So this is our quick launch bar, and these are configurable because we found people want different things as their quick launch. So you have a phone, you have contacts, you have email, and a calendar, or you have just your launcher. And just some of the ways you navigate. If I click a button, and I just tap on contacts, I'll bring up my contact list. I can easily scroll the contact list. It has acceleration on it, so it feels nice when you're scrolling it. I can go down, I can click on Rick, and bringing up Rick's information, I actually see all of his home and contact information. I can also tap on his name, and we have a concept called linked contacts. This allows us to have Google Mail, it allows us to have Exchange, all brought into a single contact, so you just have one view of it. It doesn't matter where they came from because you're just trying to talk to Rick at this point. The other gesture we have is a back, and this is just a half slash back, and if you go through here, it will back you up one step. So, allow you to move around. Another gesture we have, because we have a launcher like Palm OS, you just swipe upwards. This will actually bring the launcher up. And we actually have, going through it, you have all your different icon groups on the launcher. And you bring them back and just continue to slide. I'm doing this sideways as I'm doing it.
Okay.
So we have all the different applications that can come up. I guess bringing other things that we're doing, in the same vein as the contacts, we have a calendar, and this actually brings everything you're doing. This allows me to see, I have Google Holidays on it, I have my work calendar, I have my personal calendar for Google. I also have a concept that we put in that, given that I'm on Pacific time zone, I have 14 hours free when I'm sleeping. So in this case, if I click on this accordion, it will unfold to let me put any of the time I want to have in it. If I want to go in here and actually put a new meeting, I can actually put that I'm doing a demo right now. So I have a demo, It creates the meeting immediately when I'm on here, and allows me to just add to the calendar. It's our whole goal with how we're doing contacts, how we're doing calendar, is really to replace pen and paper, which is really the litmus test for it. It's not to make a better mousetrap, as it were, but if you're quickly trying to put a note down, or you're quickly trying to have an appointment, you want to quickly be able to put it in the product.
Okay. What about this, your data being stored in the cloud? So I don't have the data in my PC also?
Yeah, so actually what we're doing, and I'll just go back to the context again. So how we have it set up is we will cache all your information locally, but we leave all the information where you have it. So if you have a Google account, if you have a Facebook account, all the data stays at Facebook or Google. We just bring it down onto the device so you can view it and give you almost akin to a web page, give you a view, a mashup as it were, of all your data so you see it as you need it. And if you want to update it on the web, it will update on the web. So really we're trying to take what data, where you have it, how you use it, and just give you a different view on your device.
So the concept that you invented, the hot sync, doesn't apply anymore with the PC?
No, so hot sync was invented because at the time when we came out with Palm OS, we really had a PDA, we had a computer, and the concept was I have a computer with all my data on the computer, I want to get it onto my phone. Really what we have right now is all the data is up in the cloud. If you want to get on the device, you don't need a computer in between. You really need to have all the information on your device, not on the computer.
Any other eye candy features?
Well, one of the things we do on here, I'll actually go through a couple apps. So we have a music application. You have a music application on smartphones, you should have one. This allows us to go through, we can shuffle the music. When we're playing the music and having it on, we have all the album art, you can see it coming through, I can change songs. But because we can have multitasking, you have a lot of different applications. When I go back to my card view, which is where I have all my active applications running, and I'm listening to my music, I can actually click on this little notification down here, as I hit it, and I bring it up, controls for the music player. So I can change songs down here, which will go through and change the music. I can pause the music, and it allows me to navigate with it while I'm still looking at my contacts. I don't have to stay in a music player while I'm listening to music. I can do other things on the device. And when I'm done with anything, I just flick it off the screen like this, and it closes the application.
It closes?
Yes.
Okay. What about the application store? When is going to be available?
Okay, so we haven't really announced anything on the application store. We have said that we will have a way of bringing applications down to the device. And we're launching our first device in the first half of this year with Sprint in the United States, and then we're following up with devices shortly after.
One last question. The screen is made of glass or plastic?
The screen is actually a laminate, so it's a plastic on it. It has a hardness factor. I think we right now have a hardness factor of 10 on it, so it's a very durable screen. But actually, we've embedded the touch screen and the glass and the LED are all one piece as we're going through it.
And what about battery life?
We have an 1150 milliamp battery in the device. We're in the process of going through our final certification and to release the final numbers for it. But our goal is to make this work with you for your life. So we're looking very good battery life for it.
Okay, can you repeat please your name and your position?
Yes, I'm Tim Pettit. I'm a product manager at Palm.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you much.